Hey guys, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today I'm going to be reacting to a game review requested by AlphaShocker7458. It's called STALKER Review Soviet Survival Simulator, made on the SsethTzeentach YouTube channel. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the YouTube channel name correctly there. Yeah, if you guys want to check out my previous reaction to other game reviews made by YouTubers, remember that the playlist card is going to be at the top right here, and you'll be able to access my other game review reactions. And if you guys want to check out the original video as well as SsethTzeentach YouTube channel, remember the links are going to be in the description below. Yes. Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey people, Seth here. After a long and healthy life, my old microphone now sounds like this. So, I had to put it down, and I got a condenser mic. I have no idea what I'm doing. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Today, I'll be covering STALKER, Shadow of Chernobyl.
Okay, clearly this man needs help, I guess.
Actually, I lied. I'll be reviewing all of the STALKER games at once, and the novel this universe is based on, Strugatsky's Roadside Picnic. STALKER's premise is very simple. You play as a delinquent gopnik who's just broken into a fenced-off exclusion zone in Chernobyl, Ukraine, which is actually based on a fictional country here in Europe. If the legends are true...
Wait, fictional? Yeah.
The mythical nation of Ukraine produces most of the bootleg cigarettes and prostitutes we find in Europe today. But everyone knows this is
Who's shooting at you?
just a fairy tale. However, in this world there was no nuclear meltdown, nor any subsequent cover-up by the infallible, benevolent Soviet Union. Instead of nuclear fallout, we have an expanding circle of land where the laws of physics don't apply, filled with all manner of strange anomalies and mutated wildlife.
What the hell is that? It looked human.
That wants to kill you. Why did you come here? No one knows. Thousands of men serving hundreds of interest groups have come before you. What makes your ideology any different? Some claim they want to contain it, others study or even protect it from the outside world. In truth, there is no single rational answer. We have no reason to be here, but we're drawn to it, fascinated by it, and afraid of it. But no matter what, we can't resist its siren call. Welcome to the zone.
The zone. Alright.
The zone, while physical in the games, is more of a metaphorical concept. The zone represents our anxious and often fatal curiosity, our hopes and dreams, and ultimately, our darkest desires.
Wait, why are you throwing screw nails or bolts? Why are you throwing those things?
Rumors of the zone spread throughout our planet. Talk of mutants, weird events, and bizarre artifacts that defy our understanding begin to haunt everyone's imagination. And of course, the promise of treasure beyond your wildest dreams. STALKER is like the discovery of a new world. Everyone wants to go out into the great unknown and give smallpox to the Aztecs, and maybe even leave behind several dozen illegitimate mutant children which now lack a father. This is Seth.
Man, this is kind of taking me back to Metro Last Light or Metro 2033, you know, with the Norsalis and of course Artyom, like a first-person shooter game. This is also a first-person shooter type of game as well. Yeah.
Reminding you that being a deadbeat dad isn't cool, even if your son is a malformed...
Wait, is that thing human, or that is just mutated into this monster, or what? Oh my gosh.
hideous abomination and an insult to God's earth. Take responsibility and kill him yourself. As for the gameplay itself, it's a sandbox survival shooter, and it plays very tightly for a shooter. Most of the guns feel really good. When you're not shooting, you'll be exploring and investigating the world, avoiding anomalies and trying to get those sweet, sweet artifacts that justify the health risk. The zone has its own black market economy of selling artifacts back to governments, research groups, and private collectors.
50 cents.
Sadly, you're at the bottom end of this lucrative pipeline. You're like a cocaine farmer in Colombia. Your life is short, miserable, and underpaid, and you're easily replaceable. The average artifact typically goes for about $20 on the black market, barely enough to restock your ammunition and buy some typical Slavic cuisine.
So you can't get any resources or ammo or food, in the zone. You have to go to a black market store to get these things. They aren't just lying around on the floor somewhere. Okay, wow.
And tuna, kielbasa, and stale bread. And of course, Monster Energy Zero Ultra, the USSR drink of choice. For added immersion, I recommend eating Stalker cuisine in real life. Luckily, my house...
Wait a minute. Did you guys see that? Wait a minute. Wait. Go back. It won't go back. Why won't it go back? Oh, okay. Yes.
For added immersion, I recommend eating Stalker cuisine.
Stop. Why do you have a sex toy in your kitchen? I mean, you could have put it anywhere else in the house, but why will you make food? Oh gosh, but hey, it's your house. You do what you want.
In real life. Luckily, my house has all of the aforementioned dishes. My bread is just a little bit more fragrant than the zones. For even more immersion, you can try...
And now you're putting it on the glass window? I mean, if you back it up, can the glass handle it? No, I don't think this is the right place to put a sex toy. But okay, whatever. Like I said before, it's your house.
Going outside, who knows what sort of artifact lookalikes you'll find. Oh look, a gravy, and here's a stone blood, and here's a used hypodermic needle. These only appear in the extremely rare Junkie Crack Den anomaly. How curious. For Westerners, Stalker is a game about surviving a harsh, unforgiving place where there's no one to help or rescue you, human contact is limited, and you're left isolated from the outside world.
Man, this is really taking me back to Metro Last Light. Everything's abandoned and dilapidated and it's filthy and you're fighting against mutants. There's anomalies of some sort also, just in this zone. Yeah, it's taking me back to Metro Last Light.
Slavs, Stalker is a simulation of everyday life, surviving a harsh, unforgiving place where there's no one to help or rescue you, human contact is limited, and you're left isolated from the outside world. How accurate you want the simulation to be is based on the difficulty you pick. Yes, the 4 genders, Rookie, Stalker, Veteran, and Master. Lowering the difficulty results in more mutations in the people, as they develop genetic adaptations to bullet fire and employment. For this reason, it's completely fine to learn the game on Stalker difficulty, but if you find that firefights take too long, I recommend bumping it up to Master. It's a strange way to do difficulty, but it makes sense once you're comfortable with the mechanics.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start on the easiest before I go to the hardest. I'm not really... I like playing games, right? But I don't want to be too stressed or stressful when I'm playing the game. Not immediately, Let me first play it on the easiest level, finish the game, and understand everything. And then later on, I will try at the highest level. These things take time. With me, it takes time. I don't just immediately go into the hardest level.
If you're interested in playing all the games, the natural order would be Shadow of Chernobyl, Call of Pripyat, and then Clear Skies.
So those are all DLCs of the game, or are they just separate offshoots?
Only have time for one of them, play Pripyat. If you want even more, install Call of Chernobyl. It links every game map, and you can play as any faction, including bandits. It also removes almost all English voice acting from the game, which is far more fitting to the atmosphere, as there's many words to describe the average Russian, and bilingual.
As long as there's subtitles, yeah.
Is not one of them. Despite how hostile the zone is, it can also be quite comfy. Sitting around the campfire with other stalkers and listening to them play guitar and tell jokes in Russian is a very pleasant and homey experience, and gives you temporary relief from the choking isolation and dread you'll feel everywhere else. Admittedly though, bandit camps have some of the best music.
This guy just took out a sausage on a stick out of nowhere, just... Wow, that is amazing.
Unsurprisingly, this game is pretty fucking spooky at times. The mutants of a zone grunt, squeal, and lunge at you with a moment's notice, and they have a habit of doing it whenever your guard is
Whoa. Did he teleport or did he just cloak?
down. Luckily, some of the most dangerous mutants are extremely rare.
In a perfect world.
Whoa. So what, this mutant has got some sort of telekinetic abilities? Telekinesis? Wow.
Men like me would not exist.
It's like a dark one, you know? Yet again, another reference to Metro Last Light, the Dark Ones. Yeah, whatever this creature is, it reminds me of the Dark Ones. You know, it's using telekinesis abilities, but the Dark Ones use, what is it? You know, they communicate with their minds. I forgot the term. Oh gosh. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay? You know what I mean. Let's just continue.
But this is not a perfect world.
But
Wow. It was just pulling you in and pushing you out, pulling you in, pushing you out until you died. Huh.
surviving an encounter with one of them will leave you shaken and traumatized. Call of Pripyat is the most developed of the free titles.
Telepathy. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes, they use telepathy. The Dark Ones use telepathy. That entity uses telekinesis.
Hunting for artifacts becomes more than just platforming and throwing screws at vibrating pockets of air. You now have different devices to help you spot and locate artifacts invisible to the human eye, which now also appear inside and around the formation of different anomalies. One
Man, I'm sorry, but it's just so similar to Metro Last Light. You know, you got your anomalies, you've got your mutants, you know, you've got as a first-person shooter type of survival game, just like Metro Last Light. Wow. It's just that, you know, that's a nuclear wasteland, and this is not a nuclear wasteland.
wrong move and you'll be torn apart, shocked, or incinerated. Luckily, some of the anomalies are much more benign and harmless than others.
Mark 1! What the hell?
In Call of Pripyat, they also added emissions. Emissions exist to make you shit your pants and disrupt whatever plans you had. These are incredibly violent energy storms originating from the Chernobyl National Power Plant. And if you receive a warning that a blowout's about to happen, you better get the fuck inside unless you want to die a horrible, horrible death. Anything and anyone who can't get to cover on time will be fried to a crisp, and that's
So, why is the zone the only place where all of this stuff occurs? Why hasn't this situation expanded further across the Eurasian continent? You know? Why are the mutants staying in the zone? Why are the anomalies also only within the zone? And even this emission storm, why does it only contain itself within the zone and not expand further or move over into different parts beyond the perimeter of the zone? What's containing everything that we're seeing here in the zone? It can't just be a simple fence, right?
if you're lucky. For those who weren't so lucky, they'll get back up and continue their routine as a hollow, unresponsive husk. The anomalies described in the book are much less forgiving. Accidentally rub against a transparent strand of web, you'll die from a heart attack hours later. Were you near the zone when the visitors came? You're forbidden from ever leaving, and you'll be shot on sight if you dare try, because whatever city you'll go to will be devastated by natural disasters until you die. The games and the book also diverge heavily in plot, since in Strugatsky's Roadside Picnic, the title of the book says it all. Visitors stopped by our world and left as quickly as they arrived, leaving behind their trash and waste, the remains of a messy picnic. But
whatever their trash or waste is, it's like some sort of, probably, it sounds like some sort of exotic matter that once it comes into contact with, you know, the matter or the existence on Earth, it just turns everything upside down, I think. I don't know. I'm just talking through my ass, guys. I don't know.
Their trash is our treasure. Everything in the zone is fantastical and beyond our comprehension. Room temperature superconductors, invasive species of cotton, which exclusively grow on metal surfaces, and infinite batteries, which asexually reproduce, are just some of the wonders left by the visitors, who are so impossibly more advanced than us that we couldn't even catch a glimpse of.
Maybe they tried to terraform Earth, but they abandoned that project.
What they are. In Stalker, the zone is a man-made disaster through some psychic pseudoscience bullshit, which I honestly suspect is just an excuse to make you go through the worst linear sections of a game because Ivan spent a lot of time making those 3D models, and by God, you're gonna appreciate it. To summarize briefly, a bunch of scientists merged their brains together to form the Sea Consciousness, a superior consciousness capable of changing the planet's novosphere, an informational field surrounding Earth.
Sea Consciousness. So you could say that they've combined all their consciousness into one entity. This is kind of taking me to what is it called again? Warhammer 40k and the Emperor. How all the shamans sacrificed their souls and in order for them all to be united into one being. Yeah. Kind of similar here.
In order to remove negative emotions like anger, greed, and being a foot fetishist. Their interference spawned the zone, which has been expanding ever since.
Oh, wow. Just like the Emperor, he also had big ideals, big dreams. They had big dreams, the Sea Consciousness people, and now look what happened to their dream.
To make matters worse, their efforts backfired. Foot fetishes were instead replaced by scat, and that extremely specific category of porn where the camera keeps zooming in to the guy's taint. Realizing what evil they've unleashed on the world, the scientists are now actively trying to contain the zone. In Shadow of Chernobyl, you can either help or kill them. In Clear Skies, you get brainwashed by them. In Call of Pripyat, you meet Strelok from the first game, and after he tells you that, canonically, he kind of killed the scientists and there's nothing to contain the zone anymore, everyone realizes it's time to get the fuck out of here. The ending section of each Stalker game universally sucks dick. Holy shit, let me go through narrow corridors where everyone is armed with futuristic hit-scan energy weapons that kill you if they hug your little toe. Hey, you can also keep replaying dialogue from the Wish Granter on repeat every few seconds. What an amazing, unforgettable experience, which I wish I never had. Once you reach the Chernobyl National Power Plant, do yourself a favor and format your hard drive, because that's going to be a much more fun experience than anything still in store for you.
Really?
And while the rest of the game is universally enjoyable, there is one exception. Clear Skies. Most people abandon Clear Skies because it probably has the worst introduction to any game ever made. You start the game and get dumped in a shitty swamp, equipped with guns that can shoot for 3 meters before the bullets enter another quantum reality and vanish forever. At some point, you'll have to leave a shitty swamp. You might be tempted to fight the 2-3 billion bandits that procreate in the warehouses. You might even be tempted to take the exit shown on the map. Both of those will result in your death. Taking the indicated exit will put you right next to a military cordon where a machine gun will shred you to pieces. No, the correct thing to do is ignore the swamp, enter the cordon, see the machine gun, fuck off back to the swamp, and take the new exit, which is safely north of your original one. If you have the 200 plus IQ necessary to get past that rough beginning, Clear Skies is probably the hardest of the 3. The game does not give a shit how much it throws at you, but holy fuck, it has some of the best and most drawn out firefights I've ever experienced.
What type of shotgun is he using that it can fire in such quick succession like that?
Experienced in a single-player shooter. Of course, in terms of atmosphere, the first game really set the tone. It's never too much, it's just the right dose of Soviet-era depression bleeding into your senses. Just keep in mind that the base game took 1 billion patches to actually run stably half the time. Smacking mods on top of that is...
Oh my gosh. He's trying to kill himself. So many shots.
Just asking for trouble. XR Engine is an engine that may work one day and blue screen the next. Its internal workings are a subject of speculation and mystery, even to the Ukrainian computer engineers who originally coded.
Man, that guy died and is just floating to heaven or something.
did it using Microsoft Paint on Windows Bandera. The engine is sensitive, fragile, and fickle, and if it really completely stops working, I recommend you roll back your NVIDIA drivers, which somehow magically fixes everything. I understand that this is the most poorly structured and ill-advised review I've ever made, but I thoroughly recommend every Stalker game, and I especially recommend you to read Roadside Picnic. You can buy a copy of each game for about $1 a piece, and the English translation of
Whoa, the car's flying.
the book is of course available online for free. The games defy explanation, and capturing the feeling and tone of them is not something you can recreate by video alone. It's a lot of fun and well worth experiencing at least once in your life. And if you've already experienced it, well, there's still more mods out there than you can play in a single natural lifespan. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. That content will be better structured. A warm thank you to the many members of the Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all wonderful. Have a good one.
Okay, buddy, dance.
Дага-мага, жбын замьяр, самодогар, комсомогар, индагадыр бубуль, индагадыр бубуль. Урга-турга, кашичбан, пырга-тырга, кара-мырга, индагадыр бубуль. Gader bubul. Un gader medol baygul. Khınzi barshım dum babara. Indagadır bubul, indagadır bubul. Indagadır bubul, indagadır bubul. Indagadır bubul, indagadır bubul, indagadır.
Nice music video, although I don't know what they were saying. what the singer was singing about, I'm not sure. I have no clue, but it was a nice music video. Alright guys, yeah, that is it with the Stalker review, Soviet survival simulator, made on the SsethTzeentach YouTube channel. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the YouTube name correctly there. I'm sorry if I'm not. Please correct me in the comment section if I have made a mistake. And this was a request from AlphaShocker7458. Yeah, like I've said before, Stalker really is giving me Metro Last Light or Metro 2033 vibes, you know? The mutants, the anomalies, the Dark One kind of mutated creature that's got telekinesis abilities. It's reminding me of the Dark Ones that got telepathy in Metro Last Light. And the sea consciousness reminds me of the Emperor of Mankind in Warhammer 40k. And the Zone is a very interesting, place that has been contained by the sea consciousness after they are the ones who created this entire mess. Really, it is an interesting story premise, I guess, in terms of how you as a stalker, well, why do they call them stalkers? But anyways, you as a stalker, you're going into this zone that has become prohibited, and not anyone or everyone can get into this place. But here you are, you're in this place, you're collecting artifacts, you're collecting whatever resources and trying to sell them to the highest bidder, to the middlemen, who then give it over to the higher echelons, either governments, business people, collectors. So yeah, you are just someone who has to go into the zone and scavenge as many parts or trinkets or artifacts that are required, and then of course you stumble onto, or should not necessarily stumble, but you are proceeding like with the main storyline, and you meet up with the sea consciousness people. So yeah, really, it has an interesting backstory in terms of the zone, and I think I would want to try this game out. It looks like, but I don't know if it's on Steam. I'll check it out if it's on Steam. But yeah, first person shooter, also nice. You got some good weapons there, I guess. The mutants look disturbing, especially the ones that look human, but you can see that they've mutated considerably. Yeah, those ones, they really do look disturbing. And yeah, it looks like it's good. But like I said, I'll have to probably play it myself on the easiest level. I'm not going to try and do the hardest level from the get-go. No, I will try the easiest level, the easiest difficulty level. And yeah, I'll just have to check on Steam. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, there is Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. I think Alpha Shocker 7458 did say something about Stalker 2 coming out recently. 949 rands, yeah. Next time. But wait, let me see if there's another Stalker game. Yeah, Yes. 2007, yeah. Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. 219 rands. Okay, that's doable. The Zone, Stalker Stories. Okay, at least now I know there are Stalker games here on Steam, so yeah, I'll give it a try. Yes. But the Stalker 2... Hold on. Hold on. I'll wait for... If there's going to be like a special, cut offer, discount offer, I might be there. I might. Alright guys, yeah, that is it. Remember, if you want to check out the original video as well as SsethTzeentach YouTube channel, the links are going to be in the description below. Thanks again to Alpha Shocker 7458 for the request. And remember guys, if you like my reaction, give it a like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay?